All right, let's get into the smoke. We got a win. We got a technical win before the season started. But last week we talked about Lewis Moore going into court on the 27th. He was battling for eligibility. They gave him like a 14-day waiver or whatever, so he's eligible to play the first two games. He's got another hearing on the 10th, so we'll be locked in on that 8 days from now. So was that Monday? Sunday? No, Tuesday, Wednesday? I'm bad at this. Next Wednesday. So there'll be another thing for Lewis Moore. And like as you said, he played phenomenally. Well, Bryson Bonds, Sig said today at his press conference, was ruled out for the season, so it's unfortunate. Send prayers to Bryson Bonds. But obviously that hurts the safety depth of Indiana a lot. If you lose somebody like Lewis Moore, that hurts the team incredibly as well. And obviously you watched the way he played this week. So we'll be eyes on September 10th like the Hawk.
Yeah, Bonds also a special teams ace, losing him for the year. Big impact on the team. Hopefully he can get a medical waiver for next year and we can have him back. That's kind of my hope for him. And
that would be ideal.
I wish him a fast and speedy recovery, and hopefully this isn't a career ender for him.
Yep. I know I said we're throwing ODU on the back burner, but two more things. They opened more tickets for the students, and the students responded in a huge way, bought up a bunch of tickets, showed up early, packed the house. It was awesome. And then they dropped the bison from the sky. Brad, did you see the video? Did you catch any of that?
I didn't see it on the broadcast, but I did see it on my phone on my way because it was happening as I was making my Goom on the go. So I had to watch it after the fact. And yeah, pretty electric stuff. I had no idea. I thought he was just going to show up on the sideline, and here he is coming out.
So did I. Yeah, it dropped it.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Hoosier the Bison. No way.
And he looked great. I thought the Bison looked great.
Yeah, he looked cool.
Lee Corso had his final game day picks. He went perfect, including picking FSU to upset Alabama. Tom Castellanos backs up his talk from the preseason. But Corso going out undefeated, absolutely legendary. ESPN's FPI came out and the metric just looks broken, so we're just going to ignore that. Either there's not enough data or it's just complete trash, but toss that on the back burner for now.
I saw that graphic. There's just no way.
If you lose to a team you played, how are you ranked above? It doesn't make sense. I don't even want to get into it. It's brain breaking. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a predictive analytic, so it's just really it's really just Vegas odds. So it's like it's not really going to change all that much throughout the year, no matter what the results are. Which is why it's a bad metric to use for measuring who should play in the playoff. But anyways, yeah, enough of that. I'm not going to get into a September playoff criteria argument right now. I'm just not going to do it.
The Don Fischer recaps are back. Obviously, they're electric every year. They always do a phenomenal job with that. I thought the Curtis Rourke opener was incredible. And obviously, more people would be talking about that if the game went the way we wanted it to. But I thought both of those were phenomenal. The media team continues to crush it. Those guys are awesome. We're very blessed.
Love it. I want to comment on Armin's pick real quick. So he was apologizing for his thing I wasn't able to read. And yeah, we totally agree. I thought Mendoza looked all right. Anyways, we're done with old EU.
Post week 1, Indiana has a 7.4% chance to make the playoff, but they play two teams with greater than 50% chance to make the playoff. Obviously, these metrics are based on the predictive metrics we just spent a good 2 minutes saying don't pay attention to. So toss all of those out, but it is nice that there are, like we were saying going into the year, as much as people want to belittle Indiana's non-con, there's a lot of opportunity on the schedule for Indiana to make some serious statements and to play some real competition. And they're definitely in the mix.
Yeah, that number went down because I feel like it was at like 23 to start the year. So,
well, it did go down because they played ODU and all the metrics say like they didn't do well, and everything drops. Like ODU dropped in all the metrics. There's Indiana's schedule plus dropped, like all this stuff. But when if ODU is the team we think they are, and they play well as the year goes on, then that metric will bring them up. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's too early to look at that stuff.
100%. Jonathan Brady, we talked about him in the electric punt return. He was the 10th fastest player at top speed in the country last week. From Real Sports.
Yeah.
Real Sports does those like sports science-esque like videos with the graphics and tells you how fast the guy's running. It's very cool. Indiana ran for over 300 yards, I believe, for the first time since 2014. So it's been a while.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like the connection,
I thought it was the fourth most ever.
Is your connection okay, Brad?
Yeah, I'm seeing you fine.
I don't know if the audio is coming through on the stream weird or if it's just through my headphones.
I don't know. Do I still sound like a little bit?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Is it your mic? Maybe try unplugging your mic and just going through the computer.
Testing.
Oh, that sounds better.
Testing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just unplugged it, plugged it back in. What do you know?
What do you know? Did you see Jacob Savage is now the career leader in tackles for Ryle High School?
No, I didn't see that. I think my mic just broke is what happened.
You know what it is, Brad? It's probably the cord. That cord is so bad I had to get a new one. But your audio's coming in fine.
Yeah, because it's not recognizing the cord in my computer, so I'm literally doing computer audio with this fake mic. Not even doing
Adapt and overcome, Brad.
Yeah. I guess we'll just go no mic today. And I'll just hold it. I'll just pretend that I'm talking into it like karaoke.
It's a good look. Abel says my seats are section 2, a few rows up from the field before the game started as ODU was warming up. He said the ODU defensive linemen were huge, like as big as any of the Big Ten defensive linemen. Makes sense. Why we couldn't move the ball in the red zone then.
Sunbelt. Watch out for them. Watch out for those Monarchs.
Indiana dropped in both the AP poll and the coaches poll. They're still ranked. Who cares? None of these rankings matter. The only rankings that matter are the college football playoff rankings, and they come out, week 6? Something like that.
College football playoff? Those don't come out till November.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, those are literally the only rankings that matter. So
exactly.
It literally, I couldn't tell you where Indiana is ranked in either poll. Maybe 21 and 23. I think that might be correct.
That sounds right. It might be 22 and 23.
I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for wins. Indiana wins. You want to move them down? Fine. Literally none of this matters right now. It's all a big perception game. So
I don't care. I don't. All that matters. The Illinois game is the only game that's ever mattered. Whatever. They all matter, but in terms of these ranking perceptions, the Illinois game is the one where Indiana should be critiqued on.
Yeah, 100%. We got a Signetti coaching tree nugget this weekend. Miami defensive coordinator Corey Heatherman was co-defensive coordinators with Bryant Haynes from 2019 to 2021 on Sig's first JMU staff before he was hired to be the Rutgers linebackers coach.
And Rutgers got they beat a good Ohio, the defending MAC champs. They got a big dub for the Big Ten this weekend. Scary, but got it done.
Navarro is a monster.
Yeah, he's able to put 31 on those guys. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I totally belittled that shout out, but yeah, he's good for them.
And then obviously we covered Bryson Bond, sending prayers to him. Byron Baldwin Jr., we got a little bit of an update. We don't know what it is, but he's day-to-day. So you'd like to assume he's probably playing this week, but I don't know.